What's up, Matt? Alright, we're gonna get started with match 2 in just a minute. I've got to do some work after the stream, so we're gonna get started almost immediately tonight. Oh, this deck is so good. You know what? I'm too excited. Let's just jump in. Tyler K. Waddles, 2-0. I'm gonna mulligan this hand, 5 lands. Oh man, we're on the play. Hey. Feel like I'm supposed to keep this hand and hope there's a land on top of my deck. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Oh, that's not a land. That is a Sanctum Seeker though, and that's bad. Alright, we just need it. Like, I'm even fine with drawing a swamp. We got our opponent has a Blight Keeper, yep. You know what? We'll just draw a perfect. Alright, so now we just need a land and we can undo our mulligan. We're gonna finish off this draft I started last night and then we'll play some modern. Fleet Hoarder's a card. Well, think it's worth attacking given we missed our land drop. I don't want to ramp my opponent while we miss land drops, so. Perhaps our opponent kept a 2-lander. I guess we'll find out in a second. This vampire deck we drafted. It's insane. Yeah, it was a Revel and Riches deck. Probably. It was definitely bad. It was very memey. Schooner. That's pretty good. Dang it. Definitely didn't want to draw a Conquistador that we can go get out of our deck for free. 4. Ooh. Yeah. We picked up 2 in pack 3. It was pretty amazing.
Well, I mean, if you take the ones in pack 1 and 2, then you should get all the ones in pack 3. But sometimes they're just not open.
Yeah, that's true. We were definitely the only. There was like a late Dauntless, the 6-mana 4/4 flyer, and so we. I think our opponent's gonna get this mostly just because we're not hitting our lands. I'll block here. If he has Skullduggery, he has Skullduggery, but this does minimize the Dire Fleet Captain next turn. Assume he has something to play. Doesn't. I'm gonna go to combat because I really don't want to block with my lifelinker anyway, especially with a Pirate's Cutlass in my hand if I ever get a chance to equip it. Alright, he's got Vanquish the Weak. So we can go get 2 of these. That shuffles our Sanctum Seeker back into our deck, which is good. We played against someone yesterday who had 3 of these. It was absolutely insane. For each other pirate. We almost certainly needed to draw a land there to have a shot. Our opponent gets to untap and kill one of our conquistadors. So we are dead. Alright. Don't think Encampment Keeper's good enough. Mark of the Vampire could be okay. Think on the play. I don't know. I think Cutlass and Mark of the Vampire are basically the same. And I don't see the game going long, so I'd rather have the life swing. It's keepable.
Hearthstone did a new expansion today.
Kobolds and whatever, yeah. I haven't got a chance to play it. I opened my packs though.
Well, they did a new solo adventure.
For some type of dungeon crawl or something?
Yeah. Pretty cool. You just, you start with like a 5 or 7 card deck. And then every game you win, you add 3 cards from a choice of 3 piles of 3.
Interesting.
So you can kind of build how you want your deck to be. There's also randomness to it. They're not always the same. So the 3 cards all have themes, but you don't always get the same theme. But if you do get the same thing, then they build really well. Or you get 3 elementals, and then you win the next game, you get another pack of 3 elementals.
Right.
You have more elementals for you. If you don't get a pack of elementals, then you might have like captured. Some of your deck death rattle, some of your deck elementals, and some of your deck other things that are not doing as well. But it's interesting. And you get to test out some of the cards. Well, buying them first, or buying them back.
Can't really beat this fire cannon. It's gonna be difficult. It's just a repeatable 2 damage.
Yeah, really good.
I mean, he does have to discard a card to untap it, but I kind of want to save the Slash of Talons for one of the Dire Fleet captains. I do find it interesting with so many drafters in the league that at 1-0 we get paired against a 2-0. Like, if that's how it's gonna be, I feel like you should just be playing single elimination drafts. So that way you're guaranteed to... I guess that could still happen. I think I want to save this because it's a card for a card. Alright, well, if we draw a land, this Anointed Deacon plus Skyblade might actually get us there. So he did discard. Alright, I like that he played a land. Yep. So we're probably playing life. Okay, so I just pay 9. Sure. The question is, do I trade my Bloodletter 2-for-1 on these Blight Keepers? And I think the answer to that is yes. So, should I give a Vampire? Because I would trade a Vampire for basically any card on his board plus 3 life. Because if he's trading with a Blight Keeper, he's not double blocking my Bloodletter.
Are you swimming with everything? Except for mountain tank, I think?
I think so. Like the 2/2 is basically the same.
Do you want to swim with one?
No, I just misclicked. So this thing's gonna die. But that's gonna be mostly his turn. I'm gonna put it on the Skyblade, I think. I don't think I want to. I don't want to. He'll trade with the Blight Keeper, and at that point, I don't want to do that. Now, what I think he might do is block here and try to kill this, and then we can Sheltering Light it. think I'm in the market for bigger things since he has this fire cannon. Kind of wish I had a Demystify in our sideboard. I think that's worth bringing in here since this card is so good against us. Oh yeah, you're right, it does. Never mind. So what do we want to play in Modern?
Being close to the list on Star City that was half Jeskai Flash, half Jeskai Control.
Who did that? I don't know. He said darn you. And I guess it's because we had a Sheltering Light when he had our best, like the best card against us. Whew. Well, that's probably good. I assume he kills this. Or maybe just a token. Pretty sure I'm safe to attack with my 3/3 as well. Yep. It's not gonna be enough. I've gone wide enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure that card is playing.
This? It's very good in this matchup. Like, you always want one in your sideboard. Yes, it's very good in this
I mean, you didn't beat it pretty easily though.
Yeah, but he didn't, like, his other cards weren't relevant. Like, he didn't play any other creatures. Like, and we exiled 3 spells with because he cast that one card. Like, it's certainly not good when you play it on turn 2 and then on turn 4 you're just untapping with it every time. I agree. But if you have a board and the game goes late and you've traded off a bunch and then you play it.
Turn extra land into shot.
Basically, so Billy Hahn has been drafting this almost non-stop. And he told me 2 things. One is you always want a Cobbled Wings and you always want a Fire Cannon in your sideboard. Cobbled Wings is for when you play the Dino deck and they just go really big, you just fly over. And then the Fire Cannon is for vampires and the red-black pirate deck sometimes. If they have a lot of Headstrong Brutes or 3/3s, then you don't want it. But mostly it's there for vampires. I mean, our hand was good because we had the 2-drop flyer. I'm gonna keep because we have Conquistador. Don't play a Blight Keeper for once in your life. And no 2-drop? Sick. I thought it would get lightning strike, but I mean, if he just vanquishes this, I'm okay with that, because if he lets us untap, it's even better. Kind of like we have to spend our whole turn. Like we could. You think we just let it die? I mean, the lifelink's pretty relevant, but we'll probably trade it later. Yeah, but it's got lifelink, so we can go get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. How much? Is it worth zealing to kill that? I think with him tapped out, it's not. He's gonna have frickin' the pirate board wipe, and we're gonna feel stupid. Yeah, it's like deal 2 damage to all non-pirates. Dude, what is his hand? I don't think I should put anything else on the board. So I'm just gonna go to combat and attack with everything and use my zeal. Conquistador. Assume this makes a spell come out of our opponent's hand. It can't be Sure Strike. We play for a red. No single red, right? I guess dual shot? That doesn't do anything other than kill a 1/1. Skullduggery, make your guy 3/4, and then our guy's only a 3/3. Sure. I don't think it's worth sheltering lighting that, right? Yeah. Well, yes, I would like to search. have to wonder what his hand is, though, if he has only done these two spells.
I mean, if he'd done 2-3 on 2, then I could see keeping that plus skullduggery plus maybe something expensive. Because he didn't even play that 2 draft until what, 4?
Yeah. I'm quite confused. Alright, well. I assume this makes some type of response. Is that pirate card an instant? It is. I would like 3 damage, and I would like that card. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. I mean, funnily enough, like, it really was only a 1 for 2. Dude, you get no spells. You can have that land though. And we're back to 20. Like, the card is not good. Ah, that one's a good one. Then I'm going to play out my Conquistador since he knows it's there. Alright, and then next turn we can attack in the air. Or next turn we can just all out attack and then flip our lead to the landing. Yep. Kind of need to draw a swamp, unfortunately, because we don't really want to draw lands, but a lot of our big black spells are double black. Is this a skullduggery? Nope. Interesting. I think it's right to play my swamp because I want to be able to play any double black spell I could draw, and there is a possibility he attacks and then plays the discard pirate. And I don't want to have to discard my land and then draw a double black spell. Dual shot, sick. Alright, well, this Desperate Castaways is gonna be good. We have a Vanquish the Week in our deck. Don't know that 2 or 3 damage is worth trading a guy. Also have a Mark of the Vampire. Wouldn't be terrible. Be a little risky with him having 3 cards in hand, but we have 2 Bloodletters in our deck as well. Sanctum Seeker would be a very good draw. I just want to pass until end step. Wish I could do that. Like sitting here waiting to click OK sucks. Oh, do we go for this? 3 cards in hand. Yeah, if I play my swamp, I do. I mean, he hasn't done anything. He has 3 cards in hand. It just makes me feel like he has removal. When he plays out his hand, and then like we're at 15. Like I don't. Why do we need to play it?
Why are you gonna play removal spell if you're not doing it?
Yeah. All right. Here it comes. Yeah. Need an Anointed Deacon. Or a Deathless Agent. I mean, we can start attacking at any time, though. That's sick. Yep. I actually think attacking is right now. At least with our 1/1. In fact, I'm gonna... I assume he was holding a land because he had a second one of these in his deck. Yeah. Beast. Oh, please draw something relevant. Get in for 2. Actually, we only get in for 1, so it's not worth it. Need a relevant spell, please. Please, deck. So many things that do it. Sanctum Seeker, I think, is our best possible. Anointed Deacon and Deathless Agent are both really quite strong, though, here.
1 and 6.
Yeah, the Pirate's Cutlass would have been better than the Mark of the Vampire. Chose not to untap. A little bit. Huh. Two, 5, 7. 2-turn clock. We stack back for 4. Yeah, take it. I think trading 3 tokens is worth.
Smells like this.
Alright. Opponent got a little aggressive. I think it's going to cost them.
The problem is he just stopped at that point.
Right. But we're still
He has to do that.
we're drawing live, right? Like for various things now. Like he can't really get as aggressive. Yeah.
No attack.
So we get 1 damage through if we.
We're just trying to go wide here.
Yep. And if nothing changes, I think we have lethal next turn, right? So.
You can build 2 tokens.
Right, and then we make one, block 3, take 3. So there's 5 here. We make one that goes to 6. He kills both of these. We have 6. He has 3.
We have to have something besides.
Yeah. He 2'd us.
That's frightening.
Means he has unfriendly fire?
Unfriendly fire hits target?
Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah. But like, if he has unfriendly fire, he doesn't untap this. More than likely, right? Because it's 4 to activate. Huh. What is in our opponent's hand? It's quite interesting. He did untap, he discarded a mountain.
So you can only play a 3-drop if you just hand out. A 4-drop if his hand is land 4-drop.
If he attacks with even just one thing, we can just single block it because he attacked us for 2. Like if like we can block with 1 vampire. So we're effectively at 10. So I believe we just blocked the 2 ground things with our 1/1s.
Stay the same life.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got there. Are we drawing anything relevant? Nope. Oh, 2 turns. Would have drawn a Deathless Agent. Game would have been way over by then. Alright, 2-0 going around 3 with our vampire deck. Yeah. So you said... What?
Definitely made some questionable attacks.
The attack was definitely... Where did he post this list? Oh, this one. This is the one?
No, that's not what he That's
Like, are we really evaluating a 28th place invitational list? Like, we don't know what his record was in Modern, do we?
This was it was the only, yeah, he posted.
Oh, yeah, that's 6-1-R1. Okay.
But he changed quite a few cards. He cut guys for more control stuff. It's the basic.
Okay. So, this guy... Control, I guess? Does he fall on this list? Yeah, just take control. Well, we have 2 conquistadors and 2 5 and 6 drops, and we're on the draw. So I think we're supposed to mulligan to try to find some 2 drops. I'm gonna mulligan. We're gonna keep this one. We'll put 5-drop on the bottom. So we need a swamp and a 2-drop. Thought I had 6. We didn't get a 2-drop, but we got another really good 3-drop. Probably best black common, I would assume. Opponent's gonna miss their second land. That's good for us. And we hit a swamp for the Sanctum Seeker. If they miss again, I'm jamming Sanctum Seeker. If they hit their land, I'll probably play another Bloodletter.
Oh, this game seems over.
Oh, they're discarding cards now.
Nice of them to show us what they are.
I was
I
just...
think I'd have conceded there instead of discarding.
I agree. Like, knowing he has that card now definitely changes my sideboarding plans. But not by too much. We'll show him some shitty vampires.
You probably guessed we were vampires after we played vampire.
Yeah, I guess.
I think he was on to us after we went Flames Swamp. So double vampire.
He's still playing it out. Alright, sure. So you got a 2. Actually, you're just dead. I think we're just gonna run this back. It could be like a black-white vampire deck that ran a Shining Aerosaur. Like, it's not an unreasonable card. Alright, is this hand keepable? Oh, definitely not. Any one land in our Conquistador unmulligans us, so I'm gonna keep. Our opponent's doing things. That's not fair. Alright, we really need a land now, though.
Looks like this is going to be the opposite of last game.
I mean, Conquistador will do a lot of work. We just need to draw runner lands, basically. Preferably Swamp.
Probably runner.
It's very possible I was supposed to attack with my vampire there. I don't think he blocks when we showed Vampire Zeal last. We're not beating removal anyway, so Skullduggery is Skullduggery. Might get to trade with this paladin. Sweet. Ooh, how many you got, opponent? How many do you have? Show us the 3. Come on, land one time. 1? Is that all you got? Can't even go get them all though. Come on, swamp deck. Swamp. Ooh, that's a good card. So we can go get all 3 of ours. That helps thin land or thin non-lands out of our deck.
Keeps Midori much harder.
I mean, at some point though, him finding lands is gonna help us. I think this is worth trading for life out of him. Ooh, that's a good card. I do need to draw a black source eventually. I think our hand's just too awkward at this point with so many 3s. Interesting. Tilt.
Swamps, why did you forsaken?
Swamp's still a good draw. I mean, obviously a good draw, but like it's pretty good that we draw a 2-drop if we draw a swamp next turn. Then we can double spell finally. That is probably game. Now we need to draw Vanquish the Weak and a swamp. We'll give it one draw. No point in playing. That's pretty insane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna add a swamp. I had a feeling it was supposed to be 8 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Oh, I should bring in a cannonade. No, I don't want this colors too. There we go. So I want the cannonade. I took out sheltering light because I think the indestructibility isn't that relevant. And Slash of Talons does 2 damage, which most of the creatures are going to be 2 toughness. So 3 islands, 1 plane, 1 mountain. All right, this is definitely a keep. It's a little slow on the, but we're on the play, so.
Pretty lame.
Yeah. Opponent mulliganed.
Draw 1 big dude. 4 or 5.
Yeah. Ugh. Might have been the worst draw on our deck.
But there were 3 of them.
Yeah.
Rough.
That is insane. That is insane. I feel like I should play it to go get it. Because it's probably just on top of our deck.
That's probably the right thing.
Wow, that is insane. And very tilting. I honestly can't believe that. Like, what are the odds?
So we're just trading games of missing the 3rd land drop.
Yep, basically. I'm gonna Zeal here because this 1/3 is actually pretty good.
And you can still...
And I can still play a 3-drop, yeah.
I think I probably would stop. Because the other can be full protection.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I'm fine just trading one of these conquistadors. Yeah. Hey, black online. Lucky. Pretty good. Ooh, a land will be good.
What does that guy do? The 5-drop?
Oh, I should have played Queen's Commission because of the 5-drop. He drains for each vampire, so we would have got 1 extra point in. We've just been able to 2-spell, what, like 2 turns in a row now? And so that's, or I guess 2 of the last 3 turns. And like our opponent's on land, missing lands.
There's mostly Ixalan Drafts.
Alright, 3-0 with our pretty sick vampire deck.
That was, seemed like a very good deck. Representation of a vampire deck?
Yeah, we let's see, we first picked Legion Landing, and then we second picked a Bishop Soldier, and then we third picked and fourth picked Skymarch Bloodletters, and then like we got like a really late 6th pick Deathless Agent, and then pack 2 we opened Sanctum Seeker when we were already like hard in vampires, and we picked up Conquistadors along the way. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, pretty good deck. I like vampires a lot. I love synergy decks. Anyway, it's already 7 o'clock, so we're gonna jump over to Modern. So let me close out of this. We're gonna play a Jeskai list. Oh, I never did fix that. Shoot. Let me get. I normally put the deck list in the on the side there, but I kind of broke the deck list thing the other day, and I haven't had time to fix it. But there is a Stream Decker in the on the side if you're on PC, and you can also find the deck list we're gonna play right there. I'll update. The title of the stream. And let's join. Oh. I'm out of play points. That's not good.
Very good. Been having a rough week.
It was mostly Phantom drafts that I blew them all on. Won the die roll. Probably should look at the list.
I think they're definitely the right way to play.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so we're playing against David Pound. This hand seems fine. We're going to keep it on the play. Lead off on Colonnade. David Pound. Plays out of Des Moines. Probably going to play a Sultai list or some type of Abzan, I would assume. Or Jund. He also plays Jund. Plays Jund quite a bit.
Something with Blooming March, isn't it?
Yeah.
All of those things.
I could see him getting some spiders out against us. I know he has a deck that runs spiders. I mean, Path ramps him. Path also, or Bolt also is a clock. He could have a Lily on him. Thoughtseize. See a cryptic command. Oh, fetch. Steam vents. This opt could be anything. You should take it. Lightning season. I feel like there's a Liliana on the way. This definitely feels like a Sultai. It could be landline. Yeah. Oh, there's so much clicking in Moto. Scavenging ooze. I think we just let this resolve and path it. I mean, we assume he's landlight, but he only fetched once, so. Like, my problem with Queller is he can fatal push.
But then I mean, we could path it in, and then we can still path it. If we feel like he's on free land, it seems weird to path it.
Alright. 100% this gets fatal push, though. If he's landlight, I think we're supposed to wait for till he fetches. He's less likely to have more fetches in his hand. We'll just rip.
How many creatures? None? One?
One.
Probably just shock and path.
Yeah. I can get behind this line.
We really can't let a Liliana resolve.
Yeah.
Real tough to do. Well, I guess we have both. So I'm used to playing a more controlled. It doesn't help for. So like this one.
Eats Helix. I don't think I want to shock. Knows our hand now, though. Yeah, pretty good one. Sorcerer. Perfect. Imagine this gets abrupt decay. Oh, yep. It's a lot of removal. Maybe we just take the Grim player. Could also take Dismember, and then our Colonnade's good.
Yeah, at least Dismember. We have a path.
Yeah. So I love that we looked at his hand, right? And we picked the Dismember, and the revealed zone just shows Dismember. I think I just want to pass so I can start beating. I know your hand. Who needs to click OK a bunch? I'm gonna save the land for a potential like Liliana. If we draw like a counter spell, we don't want to expose it.
Oh.
Scarab God? Sick. Helix. 4.
Click. Oh god. That was that hell of a draw.
Huh. Bolt, snap. Path. Could also. Yeah, I think we have to do it. He's targeting himself. Yeah, he's targeting himself. He wants to get rid of his Maelstrom Pole. Makes a lot of sense.
Still shoot the space, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because any 1 mana rules fall for this. And it's lethal. We can't get mountain with this? Yeah, so if we take 3 and we can't remove this, I guess we can force a trade here. Oh, right. Traverse. Okay. Can't stop that. Ishkana. There's the Ishkana I was talking about. We don't actually have
a red sword.
A red sword.
Son of a bitch. That's tilting.
I mean, I guess a bolt kills him. So this is 2 looks at a bolt. We should put it on top. Alright, if we attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can still helix. So I think we trade to minimize his scry value.
Well, also we good.
Yeah, true. Alright, so I need to make sure I leave a red open. The bluffs.
But you can't possibly take it. We have shown him lightning bolts and helixes.
All right.
2 draws to come.
Wow, the Limmering Falls is actually kind of a bad draw because he can still only activate once. Oh, Spell Queller. Yep.
Oh,
Yep. We're dead. Yeah. Nice. Alright, so Purge in. I think Relic's even worth it. Yeah. Rest in peace, good. I mean, how many snaps are we boarding out?
I'm honestly surprised that he has rest in peace.
I mean, Dredge is a deck. There are some decks that are just so good at doing graveyard things. I mean, I don't know how much graveyard stuff, like he probably only has 1 Scarab God, right? He just got really fortunate and drew it.
He has Grim Slayer, probably has
Goyfs, yeah, I would assume.
Might have Dove stuff.
So, we have to board out Logic Knots, and then we have to board out 2 Snapcaster maybe? Is that right?
I don't think so. Because Snapcaster seems like the best card in the deck. Like, Electrolyze isn't doing anything in this matchup.
But the Logic Knots come out for sure.
That seems
Yeah. Do we want Negate or Dispel?
Blue, so probably green. I can get behind one. Or one. I can get behind Negate for one.
What do we want to board out? Spell Snares?
Oh.
Okay. Given that the life, isn't it better to maybe board out a Helix? Yeah, David Pound's gonna get us with this. That Scarab God was really good against us.
On the one turn he had to draw it.
Seems fine. Yeah, I mean, it's fortunate. So get blue white or red white. Probably blue white. Ah, cool. Hey, Jeff. Could play Search for Zakanta, which is the only reason I like. Didn't play my fetch land. Jace going with that. So we need to fetch a blue source here. So is it just island?
No, now we're just negating fetching customer.
Okay. Why not Queller?
Be his only negatable thing.
Yeah, I suppose. Really glad I didn't have Fatal Push there. Kind of cool.
Yeah, but he's only got one blue.
He wouldn't got any clue. He fetches, gets the land, and then kills it.
I mean, it wouldn't have mattered.
It would have if he follows up with a land. Queller versus Scarab God is not good, by the way. That happened to me in Standard, and it was awful. When Queller and God were in the format together. Lumbering Falls, huh? What if I draw a card and bounce his land? He already played a land for the turn. It doesn't at the moment.
Oh, that's true.
I actually like that.
Yeah, sure. Seems great. I forgot. Yeah, it's still land. Good play, Brad.
I liked it. Man, if he's firing up Lumbering Falls, what does that mean? Yeah, I assume there's some number of Fulminator Mage. Takes us off triple blue. Kind of where I'm at. Supreme Verdict not looking good.
Not so great. If he damnations us, though.
Yeah. Traverse. No delirium. So that's fine. And now we don't care about Lumbering Falls. I think we just counter what he gets, right? Or like we're just gonna click.
I don't think he's gonna run us.
Good. Would be a good bullet to get.
Even if he does, we're winning already.
Yeah. Scavenge. I think I'm okay counter drawing.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna click in its upkeep. I guess I still will. Earn his draw stuff. So I don't want to visions because I want to be able to click and quell. I think he had a card he didn't want us to see. I feel like Pia might be right. Ishkanaz. Pretty crappy, right?
Pretty hard for us to beat.
Yeah, we just gotta be sure it doesn't resolve. I guess we can verdict it. No need to Pia. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Traverse is such good value.
Yeah. We did have this Traverse player. We haven't actually seen a Goy, but
I would have to assume you play Goyf before you play Grim Player. But I guess if your goal is like a Delirium, maybe you don't. But then if you're Delirium, like, you're gonna have a lot of types in your yard. Not as strong. Probably still a keep though, right? Here comes the Inquisition. Oh no, Traverse. Okay. Oh, right on time, Spell Snare. I think we have to Helix it. We can't just like allow him to turn on Delirium. God, had we drawn Spell Snare instead of Colonnade that one turn, another Grim Player. Sick.
another 2-drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Island just in case he has another 2-drop so we can snare it.
No! That's a 3-drop.
Fatal Push. Well, now I get perfect info. Cryptic Command. Alright, I'm gonna top this, and I'm gonna hope there's a fetch land on top of his deck. When he draws a Fatal Push. So this is an old trick that you used to do with Jeskai Charm. Yes! So let's see if he plays around it at all. Nile Spellbomb. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind Inquisition, getting Inquisition, but I feel like we don't really have a window for this click now. We know he has Fatal Push plus the Delta. The question is, are we supposed to do anything?
You know what we kind of have fucked up?
We can click ourself.
I don't want to click ourselves.
Get rid of the snare.
Is it non-land?
It is non-land, yeah. I feel like it's not. Could just choose him.
I think we choose him.
Let me just get rid of Traverse, because he'll put land instant in the yard. And that'll give him Delirium. Yeah, that's pretty good. And he's gonna draw Foxy's. Gross. Yep. Alright, so it's looking like we're gonna have to counter draw the Thoughtseize, Spell Snare the Grim Flare. I'm also surprised he Fatal Pushed instead of Abrupt Decay. I think that was a mistake because we have a Colonnade. Eternal Witness. That's gross. Ugh. Right. Forgot that he drew that. What's he gonna get back with Eternal Witness, do you think? Why? You knew we're winning if we block with our Colonnade? I don't think there's any way we win this game. Countersquall. Interesting. Okay. Gets another look at a land, unfortunately. He did hit. We did bottom. Just want you all to know. We did bottom. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Should have played Mountain. I can't math. I think this card beats this thing.
We have to rip a verdict. Our verdict.
Tireless Tracker, no! Yeah, we definitely need a verdict now. Would have liked to draw Snapcaster in any of these 3 games. So,
Yeah.
so I think I passed this. I don't know. I can't beat this carpet is the problem. I think I take 4. Yep. Yep. Oh, he's got 2 creature lines now. I guess we don't care too much about Lumbering Falls, assuming we draw a verdict. Jeez. Alright. We got a million triggers. I mean, that's a turn. Think so? Like right now? Does he have a land in his hand?
Yeah. And Courser.
He's an Ishkana. Right, but we don't have to path until we see the card. That's like lights out, right?
It doesn't make the cryptic buying a turn. Right?
So we have to, like, in his upkeep, tap his team? Right. No way to stop that. We were not drawing Supreme Verdict at any point. I guess we'd see 1 more card. Can we say that Brown got taken to Pound Town after that? Man, you can say whatever you want. Good game, David. The rip on the Scarab God game 1 was pretty brutal. So this hand's a little awkward actually, because we don't have a fetch. What would you
So you
keep?
can, I think it's like you can lightning healers on 2, I think that's 3.
They don't call him Lucky DP for nothing. Oh, we're playing Watsy. Lee M. Oh no. Who's Lee M? I guess we just play a Steven's taps. Or anything we care about doing it on our end step. Like, we're not going to untap and play something. Search for as concept. Called it. Serum Visions is fine. Not really, we can still. Oh, we can still snare it.
Exactly.
Oh, pretty. I gotcha.
I don't think they'll do anything with these pop, snap off.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Opt has not really impressed me in Modern, to be honest, other than in a deck that just wants to cantrip.
I think I like it in this where
I still like Snare Visions because turn 1, it's like the best possible play you can take, especially on the fly.
but I mean right here is way better. This is what the first snap pass now.
Probably don't want to pass. I mean, we want one eventually. Do you want to snap off?
I think so.
I feel like this is gonna get countered, but it's fine, I guess. Alright.
Yeah. You didn't want to snap.
Alright. Pia, Geist, Relic, Negate, the spells. Purge doesn't do anything. Real Law doesn't really do anything. So our opponent disconnected. But I don't think he conceded the match. So he might be sitting here for 10 minutes. But let's just board just in case. So, what, Electrolyze out? Helixes are probably supposed to come out. Smell Snares I think are fine, because they hit opposing snaps. 2 paths out?
Or run and draw
Can get behind a path and a land. Really? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources?
No, I guess we just bring in a double red.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. I think it's a fetch land.
We want to spin and have a lot of nuts.
Alright, I can get behind planes then. Alright, well, Lee M on Wizards. Is that one Lee guy who always tweets? Oh no, it's not Lee Sharp. I wonder what this WotC VNDR stands for. Category of Wizard of the Coast employees. Lee. Huh. Well, since we're looking things up, let's check out Wizards of the Coast salaries. Game designer, $72,000 a year. Project manager, oh, he's back. Oh no, no, he's not. It just timed out the. Director makes $125,000 a year. Senior software developer makes $120,000. This is actually pretty competitive in that market. Well, that's the thing, is that 5 years ago this was like $60,000. So basically what this is saying is that they've gotten more competitive, which is interesting.
This is my
kind of makes me
Dungeon
want
Run
to.
deck. It has 2 Tyrians now. In 16 cards, 20 cards, 20 cards, 2 Tyrians.
You know what? While we're waiting 10 minutes, why not boot up Hearthstone? We'll boot up some Hearthstone since the expansion just came out.
Is there a way to tell if he ever comes back?
I'm gonna change my settings so it's not full screen. Build a dungeon run. So that's
Under focus.
I'm in. So giant rat.
Let's pick a class.
Well, I'm always picking mage, 100%,
I haven't played one
because I love me some mage. Dude, the new mage spell that like becomes a random spell every turn. I love that card.
It doesn't seem good.
What do you mean? It can be anything. It could be anything.
You could just pick a good card and it'll always be a good
It will always at some point be a good card.
That card is terrible.
No, it's not.
Terrible.
No, it's not. Look, man, if it's turn 3 and I need a 10-drop spell in my hand, I'll be good. So this is my deck.
Yep.
Well, that's
Probably want to mulligan. Probably keep the 3 drop because your deck's not very likely to have a lot of good things.
why would I keep the 3-drop? Didn't really do
Curve
anything.
out, turn 2, 3.
Well, I curve out 2, 3, 4 now.
Well, you drew 2. I didn't. You got a really good starting deck. The Mage's starting deck seems much better than any other classes I've seen.
Look at this hand. It's insane.
Yeah, you probably should have just played that into
Why?
Nitzel. Because he starts at 10 health.
Now I get to do
almost
it.
killed him.
And if I don't kill something, I can kill it with my Frostbolt. Let's use our resources efficiently. How about that? Look, clears the board. He starts it. Oh, so the dungeon gets harder and harder.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
more life.
Yeah. I'm with you. So my opponent's or my guy's just dead next turn. So 3 plus 6. Yeah. And now I like level up essentially.
Yep.
So I'm playing D&D versus cards.
This is the fun part.
I was gonna say, killing a giant rat. Beat 5 bosses. Alright. Ooh.
So you get a power.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
I like the one on the left.
The battle cries? That's not good for mage. Look at my deck. Have 1 battle cry guy.
Oh, I thought that was the death rattle one. Or you misread it. There's one that does death rattle twice.
So my health is 20? I'm definitely taking this passive. I think I'm all about tempo. Ooh, what? I get loot? Oh, okay.
This is the 3 cards you get to pick.
So I wish I would have been able to pick these and then my thing.
Yeah, it would be much better, but you don't.
Ooh. Oh, double primordial gift. Oh yeah, let's have fun. I'm opening the waygate here.
You are going to listen to
So how many bosses are there? Does it just go on infinitely?
no, there's 8. I've only gotten to 5.
Okay.
There's...
Are the picks the same in all the loot chests? Those are random every time too?
What do you mean?
Like,
Which one?
I just looted. Like,
the
I got
cards?
the 3 cards.
No, those change.
Those change every time you play?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I assume at some point they start repeating, but
Right.
there's more than 3 of them.
Okay. Hero power, put a counterspell secret onto the battlefield. Yeah, it'll stay right here. So I'm just gonna let him counter my Frost Bolt.
Yeah, that guy seems really hard if you get in like late in the run of your mage because he can counter all your spells.
Oh, so the hero bit power is also random?
No, they're each boss has their own hero power.
Right, but is it random?
No, they.
So the second one is always this?
No, these guys you face in random orders.
Okay.
But they always have the same hero power.
Gotcha. Oh, should have pinged. That doesn't save you.
The first one's
I want to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Got him. Turn away! Only doom awaits you. Well, we might not be able to finish the league now. Alright, so I have the quest. I feel like I gotta go with like Babbling Book here. Kabbalist team. Oh wow. That card seems insane. I might have to craft that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, you did the random spells one once, so you should probably keep it.
Yeah. So I didn't get a passive that time. I only get a passive at the very beginning.
No, you get one like every 3 rounds or something.
Okay. Every other one?
I think it's every 3. I've only played a couple of these. You get more. But they're also random.
This is innovative on Blizzard's part, I will say.
I think it's really fun. So far.
Stay put. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, Sarah. I don't know what that guy is. What's his power?
Freeze minion. Guy's now a sheep. Opponent's at 9. This is super lethal. Not anymore. Any 1 damage spell? I'm gonna go for it. Darn.
As soon as that way gate opens.
What?
But how soon until that way gate opens?
Oh. Never.
Never opening.
No. Man, Arcane Missiles is a house! Oh, okay. Opponent's back. Or no, he lost the game. And then it said he could keep.
I was like, what?
Alright, so round 3.
One of the powers you can get is spell damage plus 3. You get that one. Your deck's gonna be.
So I can save this and come back to it?
Yeah. That's a win.
Take control of an enemy minion, add it to your dungeon deck.
So basically, you get a permanent copy in your deck.
When do these cast though?
They become random cards in your deck, so you'll just draw them.
Oh, I see. think I'd rather have Magic Mirror because I have Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Do you have anything else really good?
I mean, it says choose a minion. It doesn't have to be my minion.
Could be.
Primordial Gift, Unstable Portal, Kabbalah Stone.
Wow.
Probably right.
That is going to be very synergistic at opening the opening the way gate.
All right, we'll do that later.
Here's my loot. Double flame bristle. I already have one of those. I think I want.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 seems a little
I
aggressive.
also don't want any murder. I also don't want murder. That one.
Seems reasonable. All right, found a match. On the play again.
The only problem I have with it so far is that it's one and done, one loss, and you gotta start over. So like, you can
Well, it's not like they take that long.
You can just have to do 6 games.
Well, the first 3 take 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they're at 10 and 20 left. Opponent is 1 and 2. Think I just Hollow Fountain tap. Well,
I think
I'm gonna Tarn because
Affinity could punish you.
Affinity and also Blood Moon decks. I want to be able to get on an island. So like, if for some reason he had like double Simeon Spirit Guide. Alright, so we're playing Grixis Shadow. They have 2 mana spells that we need to worry about.
But I mean, you're gonna play like that. Like they naked Snapcasters or something.
I guess. I definitely think clicking here is right in their draw step. Assume this gets terminated or abrupt decayed or pushed. Probably pushed. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in the graveyard. So he can Death Shadow this turn, which means I think we want to take Thoughtseize, or not Thoughtseize, Stubborn Denial. Shock. Also has a Snapcaster Mage, so he's gonna play Grimog Angler, which will just bounce more than likely. Please take my Spell Snare. He didn't take my Spell Snare. Yep. Alright, we need to find removal and now. I think we just take 6.
second.
Maybe you have to counter draw. If we counter return, he's just gonna play both Death Shadows. Logic's not gonna be too late. His hand was very good. Alright, I think this is the
want all the burn?
yeah, I guess you do. I'm gonna cut an off. So basically, cut the electrolyzes, cut the spell snares, cut an opt, brought in Supreme Verdict, Pia, because they are pretty obvious. Go wide, grindy matchup. Relic to deal with his graveyard, Rest in Peace to deal with his graveyard. I think that we do. We could not Rest in Peace and just negate. I'm sure there'll be some spell that we can hit with it.
Or the opt back. Either. But I don't think we want Rest in Peace.
I'm gonna bring in negate.
I think we want Rest in Peace against
Keep this.
Death Shadows.
Yeah, it lands, you curve out.
Yeah, I think so.
It's risky if you don't, though. Oh yeah.
Better mulligan against the Thoughtseize Inquisition deck.
You're definitely getting Thoughtseize here. Ooh. Maybe word him out, but I doubt it. Put 2 cards on top. That's scary. Land. Ooh, look at us go. You want to click?
Maybe if he cracks the fetch. Yeah, I think we click in the turn if he doesn't do anything.
This is 4. So he can't Tassiger. If he fetches again, I want to click. Because I really want to hit a Delve creature here. Oh, now he can... Liliana of the Veil ×2. Jesus, your hand is insane. Yeah. You can just K command it. Or no, it's never mind. Goes to the bottom, not in the graveyard. Kind of like if I'm him, Lily minus now. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. He has a K command, 2 stubborn denials, another Lily. Surprised you play this. So we discard a cryptic.
To deal with it?
Yep. Never not had it. Sorry, we get to deal with what he's gonna take next. Right, though. What's
relic? Crack. Bolt.
I think if we're gonna do that, we bolt first. I know we want bolt in the yard, but he has stubbers.
Yeah.
Comes the second Lily. No? Really? Oh, okay. That's usually a mistake. I almost never discard my second Lily because it's such a common. It's such a common. What?
That lets us play cryptic around stuff into that.
Good call. Hey. Michelle's here. The champ is here. The champ is here. Tacos. Neither of us are drawing spells or lands. Problem with a Death Shadow plus a fetch land is we can't counter. Unless we get another land. Because he can stubborn denial twice.
How do we solve that problem?
Kind of, like, you can just stubborn denial it.
Oh, no, that's not
He'll use both Stubborn and Isles, which I think is the only like advantageous play to Cryptic this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We can actually just like bolt double helix him too. What? If he fetches to 7.
If he fetches, yeah.
Which the only way this Culligan's command is resolving is if he fetches.
Yeah, that's right.
What we discard here? I was gonna say, I think it's got a Delver as well. We can't kill him by attacking with it.
So we just play land, tap, and pass. Take 10 and then burn space.
Yeah. And then like with his 2 cards in the handing is I was thinking we go for it now, but that's worse because if he does answer it, then we take 1,000,000.
You just have 2 counter spells plus a removal spell. That's 2 cards.
Yeah. The math doesn't check out there. Punted a little bit.
Yeah.
Should have double helix. If we draw a land, yeah, we get punished. So we didn't get punished. Hey, we got there. I'm gonna do this. On control. Keepsies. Fetch because we're Serum Visioning and we want to leave our scries on top, but we gotta get a Hollow Fountain. You gonna stubborn denial this? He might. Okay. We want probably just the mountain. See, like, Thought Scour would have been better there, I think, personally. He's getting more cards in the graveyard. I know, but is he running 8 copies? You're right, I do not. Probably should. Opponent, please tell me your life. Babe, did you see the new dungeon run on,
Yeah, it's actually really cool. You know what's not cool, though? If you set it aside for a little bit and turn off your screen and turn it back on, it will fail to reconnect and kick you out.
And it counts as a loss?
Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, it does. And we're all salty about it. I had a really good mage deck.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really good, so I was as far as I've got. Really not, I was gonna win. Like, Kevin Lunsford had to walk in the store.
I'm okay if he doesn't play both Death Shadows, okay. Like, we can threaten to block this. I mean, we're gonna love him once we hit a land. I think we try to block this if he lets us. You okay with this?
Are we targeting ourselves or him?
Getting rid of a cryptic?
Problem with that is now you can have a street raid. But I think he's been aggressively playing this turn.
If he K commands here, it's kind of like not great value. Like making us discard is just okay. I guess he could K command himself, but then yeah, that looks like what's gonna happen here. Yeah. What do we want to discard? Probably the Queller. Because I like just playing Pia next turn. I did. Did you not?
No. I don't get a card back from you,
I don't think so.
but so mad.
You guys have separate accounts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
Sarah ever wants to play just plays online.
Yeah, but we both play often enough where.
I don't know about lately. But
Yeah, I mean, usually on the seasons. Like, we'll sit on the couch and both play Hearthstone.
I'm morally mad that I didn't pre-order pack.
It's not like I don't get their pre-order deal though. Is it actually? Isn't it like the same price as?
No,
Is it like 50 bucks or 50 bucks?
I'm not blocking. No, it's 50 back. For 50
The
back.
next one costs $1.
It costs $1.50. Should I block with a Thopter, right?
It's only 5.
Actually, not.
You're threatening.
I guess I'm threatening. 3, 4.
How much is it cost the point? I
3.
Take this one.
Okay.
For this guy, it's just gonna get bigger.
We're gonna get Team Rebel Rage and we lose. I don't know why I'd be in his deck, but that's what's gonna happen. No? Sure. What is upkeep? I probably want to tap his team. Right? Huh. I mean, we could just Serum Visions here. And then opt into, like, a path. But he's probably got a Summoner now.
Are we living through one stubborn denial?
I mean, we can't attack with everything. I think we attack.
Just 2.
We block.
Oh, it doesn't have flying.
We could not attack. But I don't like that line.
I think we attack it.
I agree.
Then I think the cryptic on up too. Don't lose the stubborn. There's something there. If like he calls into the probably counterbalance.
If he stubs, we lose.
We're losing anyway, so. Counterbalance.
What are we bouncing? We died to a fetch lane.
Oh, I don't get it.
Well, now I'm thinking, like, if he has stub, we lose, right? So let's just go to upkeep, tap his team, and bounce the angler. Alright, you're right.
Wow, nice hand opponent.
Yep.
He had 3 very good.
So we Serum Visions, draw this, scry both of those to the bottom, and then opt, scry to the bottom, draw opt. Scry to the bottom, oh, yeah. Alright. I guess we should have kept the second path.
It was really greedy to keep the second half there.
I mean, given our hand at the time, I agree.
I thought about it.
Could have clicked him to.
Can we click him? Like, we got punters because we actually drew the land on the click. But, like, if that land is 1 card further down, like, it's so good for us to put ourselves in.
Our opponent is 0-3. Are we keeping this in?
If your deck can't keep 4 land 3 spell hands, then it feels like that.
Bogglestron Dredge, our opponent has played. 0-3.
Here the electrolyte.
It's the only one that redraws, I feel like it's reasonable.
That's all 3-3. Nope, we're gonna need to draw some good stuff.
Well, if we draw a Snapcaster Mage, like we actually have quite a bit of burn. But our opponent has played basic.
Reanimator?
That's what it seems like.
No.
Sure, my hand's like.
Mountain staring across you. You're gonna go $10 color in a blood moon.
That'd be pretty funny if he did.
Just straight $10 color next turn blood moon.
I guess I get a plane with my flood. I should play Flooded Strand and get a plane potentially. I don't know what this is. I think I just take 2, right?
An island or a forest.
It's gonna take
No
2. I guess I could just bolt it.
Another wait.
Yeah.
What happens?
I think I electrolyze. We'll get the plane just in case, because our opponent's on all basics. I clicked red, damn it.
Did you win?
Did.
The motive said you did.
Spell. Alright, so we're in a really good spot because we can quell whatever we want next turn.
It was annoying that he saw it, but no to play around it.
Well, that's a good draw. I'm just gonna bolt this. I guess I helix it for mana efficiency reasons.
Oh, really, I'm going there swords. We played that button.
Don't judge me. So this is Mardu tokens, I guess?
Mardu cards he owns.
I think there's a legit Mardu deck out there running this configuration. Or I don't know if I would call it legit, but it's been like popular. Alright, we'll just get ready to snap Helix. Oh, sure. I think I just take 2 again. Oh no! Shit. I thought he was attacking, so I clicked OK. And he didn't attack.
You got okey doke.
I did. My opponent next leveled me. This is why we need a stop on end step button. Like pause until end step. Goblin Rabblemaster. I will stop you in your main phase for sure.
Seems wise.
Electrolyte. No, it doesn't. Just kill that thing. I think we played 2 Snapcaster mages and they both instantly got into.
That's true, yeah. Everyone, Snapcaster is really good right now. When you play it, your opponent concedes. Alright, so Purge hits basically their whole deck. Staticaster can clean up tokens.
Supreme seems good.
I don't like Supreme. We have Quellers. I don't like this card. I really don't.
Brave seems good.
I agree. Logic Knot can come out on the draw.
That seems really good against this.
Yeah.
Just could do some of the spells.
Eh. We just have so much removal that I feel like our opponent's just going to struggle. It's possible Path's supposed to go out. What is going on right now? Does anyone see this?
Flicking.
There's not like a window behind it or anything. Very odd. Seems fine. Goodbye, Snapcaster main. Oh, Spellbomb. You think bolting a Tidehouse Scholar was worth it when we have a Spellcaller in our hand? It possibly was?
I think bolting a Pyro Man.
But if he plays Pyro, he doesn't do anything else. So we just untap and shock. That's probably brutality. I don't know. I don't think it's right to bolt here. Because he has to like take the bolt, and then we can just have like a million ways to kill that in our deck.
I hope we never draw a way to kill it. Die to it. Damn it!
Oh look!
We
We drew a bolt. I kind of don't want to play it.
I'm lucky this time.
I kind of don't want to play our red land here.
I want to play it like that.
I guess, or I want to play it tapped to represent that we didn't have one. But I guess that's wrong. Shock. Should have shocked Steam Vents. Rookie mistake. I'm gonna back my bolts. I'm gonna say we didn't have any problems drawing. What? I like this little. I need something else. I need like a different thing to fidget with. Not a fidget spinning. You're just not gonna do anything, opponent, because that doesn't seem right.
Might have been right to run out of stuff.
I mean, now it will be. I don't think if we have just one, I don't think it was right.
We're going to throw away our one bowl.
I didn't throw it away. I saved it for later. Huh. Our hand is really redundant. I think I just let this resolve. Yeah, but he's got an house problem anyway.
But Snapcaster makes them concede whenever he
That's true. And like this way, like he can't spellbomb us first, essentially. Like if he goes to spellbomb, we can snap. Spice like sitting here, and we're winning the long game. Come on. If we get to 6 mana, I'll play Spell Filler. Fulminator Mage. We have 2 colonies, but I guess. It does, I agree. The worst thing you could play is Lily, and then if he minuses, we get to kill it. And like, him getting back a Fulminator isn't the end of the world. I guess Lingering Souls would be punishing. No, I'm just thinking. So there's the Fatal Push. Could bolt this. Oh no, wait, then he kills it. Never mind. No.
Let's not think
I mean, we might have to if he just keeps attacking with it.
Block it with our color.
Oh, right, yeah. So I should shock and do that? I mean, I guess we should take 2. Why? We played a land for this thing. We didn't bring in Pia. Lop. Sure, man. You have a Grim Lavamancer.
So, do we save the Electrolyze for the Lingering Souls that he's almost certain?
No. Alright, fair. I feel like we need to be trying to deal with this soon. You sure it's not right to just trade a bolt for this?
We can try and block if you want.
Well, then I'm like down on Cryptic. And now that I have Cryptic, I feel like I don't ever want to tap this out.
Why don't you just snap? Yeah, exactly. Because then the Snapcaster trade.
Oh, sure.
Get rid of the
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Because now I'm off cryptic mana. Yeah, you're right, you're right.
What's their license?
Yeah. Bye-bye, Bolty. Probably counterbalance our Snapcaster Mage if he lets us.
Not that fun. I think the thing I've noticed so far with this deck, it doesn't do with lands like 5 plus, except
I really think it needs a singleton Desolate Lighthouse. I think if you're playing Jeskai, you should just always have that as 1-0. Okay. You probably want to block this. Colonnade?
he's a 10. Winning the right now.
This has fire breathing.
Even still. That's happened now to the turn. I mean, if he pumps all that in there, we could just perfect bounce it.
Sure. I want to bounce this. Yeah. I'll probably actually just try to block with this.
Four.
Yeah, 4-2. I'll just bounce and draw a card. What's it gonna do with 1 mana? I'm just gonna bounce and draw a card. Comes into play tap, so it just like slows him down a lot. Oh, I thought he put a lane for the turn. Well, that works too. So, I think he has a fatal push. Like, he hasn't been doing anything else. He's just been, he like left open a black, so he's either like bluffing it, and we don't need it we don't need to fire up the colonnade. This does become a colored thing, right?
Like, I think what I like here is firing up the colonnade to get the fatal push out of his hand.
And then purge in response. Okay.
So after fire breathing, you will have.
Here, we have 3 white sources. Alright, man. Do your attacks. Attack, and now he's paying 3 mana. Okay, sure. Alright, let's float mana, which we should do. It's 8:45. I have to get the deck back tonight because of that's how Mana Trader works. So I gotta play the last round. Are you sticking around?
Last time was Thursday.
Yep.
Go an hour later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Still a little bit like that.
I've gotta work after this. Sadly.
What are we doing?
2 and 2. Yep. We're on the play. Don't have a fetch again.
That's path snap.
God, it feels so awkward. Like this is a dead card because we're just giving them lands.
But if you took Logic Knot out, but you snap, keep that sick. So.
All right. I wish I had a Serum Visions in it though, as I always do. This guy got Shuffler Pwned, so he made his name Shuffler Pwned, so he could let everyone in the world know that he hates the Moto Shuffler.
Maybe he controls the Moto Shuffler, and they're never gonna go out of their way.
I think our he is 0/0. So while we're waiting, I did send out an email to all subscribers today. So if you are a subscriber, check your email. It's regarding the tokens, for getting your address so I can send them to you. We're gonna get turn 1 Gristle branded. Or no, Narsetted.
What?
Jeff turn 1 to guy with Narset. It's a really weird deck. It plays like Serum Powder and the luck counter land. Oh yeah, 3rd path against the blue deck. Right where I want to be.
Yeah, so you were gonna be positive.
I am positive. That was just a joke.
So you're gonna lose.
When your opponent plays up basic planes as the second land, you can usually infer that their land situation is not panning out.
You should have said it's plain to see.
Oh my god.
That was such an opportunity. Though.
Somebody has been listening to Alexa too much.
Somebody asked her to tell us a pun every single day.
I know, it was me.
I know it was you.
Well, the good news is if our opponent blood moons us, we have an answer.
Are you just running up that after this?
I feel like we are. I might even path it if he tries to kill it.
Does he counter the path on our own Snapcaster?
God,
Yes.
I hope so. Is it Charm? That's one you don't see every day. The good news is we get to draw a non-land permanent and not have to discard. Now he's gonna Blood Moon us. Haha! I am so good at calling nonsense. So the question is, did he draw it or did he have it? He probably had it. He's playing around Mana Leak.
3 islands.
Yep.
That's enough to cast Cryptic, I guess.
Seems like a strong play to Serum Visions there. Guess I'm not supposed to path yet. Tilt. We don't win, right? Like, I should just concede and move on.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, save my life, Eevee.
In your pocket.
Yeah. So the gate's probably fine. Pulsar's actually good here. Pia's here, good here. Geist's gonna be good here. We have a 1-up, guys. Does a braid hit anything relevant? No. So we're basically, I guess it's Blue Moon. Sometimes they have Batterskull.
Sometimes they have artifact.
Artifact mana? What kind of artifact?
Mindstone?
Not the Blood Moon. The mono red one will play that. The Scred red?
Yeah, one Celestial first, that's the Blood Moon.
What if we just fetch around Blood Moon?
Oh, I was asking if you wanted.
I feel like we shouldn't. It seems a little much. Maybe if we see a red permanent in this game, we might bring it in. We gotta find cuts though.
Double and triple blue things.
You know what? I'm gonna leave the ops in. I'm just gonna cut the Serum Visions. As much as I like the card, tapping out, unless we have it on turn 1, not as good. So like, I feel like it should be a 4 of. Fine. No, but I think we can get aggressive. I think like especially this kind of hand. We do need to find a plains like soon, or a way to fetch a plains. I feel like Hollowed Fountain off. Not the basic I want to see. Oh. I have to keep it. I can't bottom it and hope to hit a fetch and then get it later, is the thing. Because, like, we can only get it with Flooded Strands. The Scalding Ferns can't get it. A little bit of a tilt.
Well, maybe he'll Blood Moon.
I think we let it resolve. If, like, I think it'll probably hurt him more than it'll hurt us. If he does nothing, I'm just gonna spell Queller since we have 2.
So if he blood moons, we like float mana, spell, let it resolve, spell Queller. That's the plan.
No, we just Queller it. Maybe. No, I draw my pen.
He's out of physically.
You need to like hide everything.
No, you don't. I need something to fidget with. It keeps my mind going.
You know what else keeps your mind going? Your mind.
See, I like to turn off my mind though, and that's how I make mistakes.
That
And that's what's entertaining to the viewers is when I mess up.
So it's all about the entertainment.
Yeah. While we're waiting for our opponent to make a decision, I just want to say thank you everyone stopping by tonight. If you're not currently following the stream, I'd encourage you to click that follow button. Doesn't cost you anything to follow. Helps me out a lot. If you like what you see, we play every week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6 to 9 o'clock.
And now it's just like, man, you gotta have that time where you just like disconnect from the scene, just the race, like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know. But you have to step away from it.
Kinda don't care if I want you to Blood Moon us now so I can play this Pia. You can't cryptic. It's a little sad.
I think we're supposed to cut.
Electrolyze my face. Quell this?
What's the worst thing that can be bad in play?
I was gonna say, like, Supreme Verdict's double white, right?
I never asked. I guess anger? I think it's like,
Alright. It just redraws is the thing. I think we're supposed to bolt him. No.
I mean, if he doesn't play me, we probably just do the same thing to him and just electrolytes his face.
I'm almost certain this is a Kiki Jiki deck. Blood Moon with Kiki Jikis. You looting? Yeah, it just seems like with him, the way he's playing right now. He looted away a loot house.
Double Desolate Lighthouse.
Yeah, this is definitely
Learn Twin must Twin.
yeah. We have a million answers. So here comes... Oh, no. Dude, what is your hand right now? Just a bunch of cryptics? Our opponent's just like dead. Well, it's just a bolt on the end step, right? That's a lethal. Snapcaster Mage. Sure.
Sure, you can too.
I guess we just Queller it. What's the worst that can happen? Alright, fine. We won't do that. We won't be dumb like when we play team events. We definitely did that at a team event. We said, what's the worst gonna happen? And then we got Anger of the Gods. So he bottom and top. Whatever, man. Answer my cards.
Why didn't we bolt and then Queller if you responded?
Because if Queller resolves, I can bolt and like he can't cryptic. So this is just like super lethal now because he can't even fetch. So I'm just gonna show you that I have a bolt.
I mean, we had. Oh, last game for all the marbles.
Alright. I don't know what our opponent's deck is.
I think it's. Oh, if you think it's. When do we want first?
We didn't see it. He didn't show us
But you
anything
had
other
the
than
feeling.
looting.
I had the read.
I did have a feeling. We're on the draw, sure.
I think you cut another cryptic.
Sure. It's likely through the breach Emrakul. It could be. So that whole time he was probably looting for an Emrakul. But he didn't discard like, I don't know. He didn't have like multiple copies of Through the Breach that he discarded. Maybe he didn't want to show it to us. I don't know.
It's some kind of.
And like post board, are you even supposed to go for the Emrakul? Gaben X, thank you for the follow. Much love. I'm gonna mulligan. Kind of want the bottom. Is that stupid? I'm gonna bottom. I want a red land so I can get a plane for this. I guess I should have kept it thinking about it a little bit more. Yeah. I knew we'd get moto bugged. Let's be real. Alright, don't Simeon Spirit Guide Blood Moon us, and I'll be happy. What is the best way for a modern Grixis control deck to deal with opposing Blood Moon? I would say either don't let it resolve or engineered explosives is another way you can deal with it. Since you're 3 colors. You fetch your other. No, you play you get your 2 basics. So like every deck should have at least 1 basic. So you just make sure you fetch your basics early post board. And if you're really worried about it, have an engineered explosives. I mean, you certainly don't play it pre-board, but I mean those are really your only options in those colors. I think I'm not fetching them. Not yet. Not yet, Evan. Now we're gonna do it because we can bolt snap bolt. Loot away, man. Loot away. No, because if it is through the breach, he's just gonna through the breach us.
But we can't stop that.
But we are representing we can. He's not just gonna like slam through the breach up in 4 open mana.
You don't know it's like.
Alright, so I have to fetch shock twice, unfortunately. I could get mountain. Well, he hasn't played Blood Moon yet. I can't bolt snap bolt if I don't do this.
And we probably not. We probably won't have played Blood Moon. No.
You know what I should have done? I should have used the Scalding Tarn, bolted, snapped, and then if you let it all resolve, then I should have used the Flooded Strand. That was the play, chat. That was the play. Yep. Get a hollow back. We're probably gonna lose to this Emrakul. Got another one? I have another one. Oh, that's also pretty good. Should we braid this? Probably not. Maybe I do. And then just start beating with this colonnade and hope he doesn't have it. Because we can't beat it anyway. Alright, opponent, kill me! He can't kill me. My land is better than your land.
Well,
Somebody sing me the US national anthem or whatever it is. This land is your land, this land is my land, but let's make it, this land is better than your land.
Not more like the Ixalan.
Celestial colony.
Yeah, the Ixalan. I do like Loot House a lot, but the format needs to be, nope, oh, that's pretty scary. I mean, we're at 16. Darn. I was hoping to draw a bolt.
That would have been good.
For those who don't play a lot of Moto, always float your mana before you activate your creature lands. I learned that one the hard way.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that.
Or it does what?
You're very likely to click on the creature land that you're trying to activate for mana. So like if I click on this land, oh, is this a Through the Breach? Okay. No. So like if I click this land to say turn this into a creature and then I end up tapping it,
That is awesome.
it's very awkward. Looting again. He's seen so many cards. Another Through the Breach and a Remand.
So yeah, even if the Emerald us, we keep a red source and we have both as an out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we have
You
a
can
lot
keep
of
more
lands
than
in
that,
play.
yeah.
So we get like snap bolt out.
Alright, bolt me.
Well,
He's
now
gonna
it's
remand
over.
my bolt. Or his own bolt. Probably should have snared it. My bad, my bad. Let's not die.
But his storm count would have gone up.
He's like rape shot you out of nowhere.
Oh
Alright.
my god, that should never happen.
This is, I feel so confused. I just want to see my opponent's hand. Alright, so we'll do a quick deck rundown and then I gotta take off because I gotta do some work. Overall, like, I like these Jeskai decks. I actually like the other version we played a little bit better. This is a little bit more control-y, but I think having Geist in the, like, more access to more Geists closes out the games a lot quicker. And like all we've really traded for those Geists versus the other deck that we play is more removal. And our removal is conditional. So like, I don't like 2 Electrolyze. I totally think it's a fine card. I would just want 1. 2 Spell Snares, for example. Don't really want 2 ever. I'm kind of on the Brian Bronduin mentality of Spell Snare. 1 is always fine. 2 is just terrible. And most of the time, it's the worst card in your deck, except for when it's the literal best card in your deck on turn 2 or whatever. So that's like 2 cards right there that we can play Geists. And then the other cut is a Vendilion Click. So you could run 3 Geists instead of, you know, the second Vendilion Click. And I think the deck overall would be better. You could also, if you want 2 click, some people cut a Cryptic Command. I think that's the better deck overall. Your threats are a lot harder to answer. And your clock is a lot faster. So if you're going Jeskai, I think that's still the better list. This sideboard feels a little bit better than the other one. I still am not a big fan of Supreme Verdict, but I think it's a necessary evil with like humans running around and stuff like that. But everything else seemed fun. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the reason he gave for playing this over the Geist was that you got to be all instant speed, so you could hold up your counters.
Yeah.
And still play clips and snaps and quality.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it felt like you got better in some matches. Like the Death Shadow was probably.
You felt that was better?
Although I didn't really play much with the other.
I think the other version is. I think the Geist version is actually better. If you can dodge Liliana, like oftentimes they get their life total low enough, or just a 4/4 Angel in the air and win. It's just a, you know, and like if they play their first dude and you path it, it's just a lot harder for them to answer that card. But it's fine. Like Click, honestly, given the speed of the format and how many like 1 and 2 mana and 3 mana spells are playing, like Click, I never felt like took them off of anything that we. I think the one game took a Dismember, and our plan was to kill with a Colonnade, but like it didn't pan out that way. But most of the time, it was just like take a spell. They had other spells.
It was super gross when I got Scarab Goddess against us, though.
Yeah, it was really good when it got scared out.
Actually,
Actually,
that was its moment of glory.
Queller was worse.
Queller was also really good.
You know, maybe there's a Grixis control deck with Scarab God.
Scarab God feels so slow in Modern.
I mean, if you untap with that though, like you're
but
both.
in-
So the Grixis deck, right, wants to play empty-handed. Like So you're playing like Liliana's, right? You're playing like less counter magic and like kill all your stuff, make you discard all your stuff. So by the time you play your Scarab God, they should have like no answers in hand, and all you have to do is fade a draw.
You have to play against a creature deck though, because you don't really have any good targets. So.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you could have your own.
I mean, a 4/4 Snapcaster is whatever.
4/4 Snapcaster manage is still good value. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a card that should be looked at more in Modern.
The problem I have is like half is a premier removal spell.
Yeah.
Good against it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree, but there isn't much else. I also think.
Interesting. I would actually kind of like to play a Rixus with that sometime if we're searching for a modern deck.
And there's a million Modern decks, and my problem with Modern is just how wide it is. It's you can't metagame against it, so you should just be doing powerful linear things, in my opinion. So I'm pretty high on Storm right now. I still think it's a good deck. I think people are starting to learn how to play against it, or have learned how to play against it, but it's still just a potential turn 3 kill. The deck I want to play around with is actually the Gristlebrand deck, because it just looks like it's so much fun. And you have a turn 2 potential kill. It does some broken stuff.
Every time your hand is 3 Grizzlebrands, you're probably gonna shoot yourself.
I mean, yeah, but that's what you signed up for, so. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the week. We'll be streaming, like I said, next week from Tuesday, Wednesday, to Thursday. If you wanna come hang out, hit that follow button. You'll get notified as to when I'm coming online. We also are giving away, with subscriptions, we're giving away tokens. Let me pull those up real quick.
Take it out of here.
Take it easy, man. So my wife is a graphic designer and artist. She made these tokens, and we're giving them away. I take care of shipping and gathering your information. We're giving them away for $9.99 subs. We can't give them away for the basic sub, mostly just because cost between her time, printing, shipping, and all of that. The cost just isn't there. But we do want to get these out to people, so if it's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. We, I think, might sell them, but we're not going to sell them for a while. We want to give the subscribers kind of first access to all the tokens, and then if we still have stock, maybe next quarter when we release the new tokens, we'll sell the old ones. And if we do sell them, we're never going to sign them. So we will also sign them if you're a subscriber for free. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, check that out. You can find more information below the stream in the FAQ section. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. As always, thanks for stopping by. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking. And we'll see you next week. Have a good night.